Okay, so it is November the 25th, about 4:30, and at 8 o'clock this morning I was supposed to have a pacemaker inserted. I didn't feel 100% at peace with going along with it, so I got a couple of different opinions, and the last doctor that I saw, he told me that my vitamin D and my potassium was really low from February, and labs hadn't been done. So on Friday I had to go have labs done, chest x-ray, and get the new heart monitor to wear for 30 days. And I woke up this morning with a sense of peace, but also still numb, because I don't know how I should feel. Should I feel relieved? Should I feel happy? Should I feel sad? Should I feel nervous? And then my daughter called from school. She was upset and crying because she knew that the surgery was scheduled for today. She wasn't going to be there, but she knew that I had canceled the surgery, but she was still afraid of losing me. And that's something that I talked to them about, and I tried to prepare them, but you can never really prepare them for something like this. So I saw the labs in my chart, but I didn't see the potassium or the vitamin D. But he told me it was really low from February, and I know I haven't taken any potassium since then. So I pulled out my laptop and I started researching some of the things that you can do naturally to increase your potassium and also your vitamin D. And everybody knows that potassium is supposed to be in bananas, but I've always been like a texture person, so I'm like, I can't eat a banana. Like, I don't like the texture. I don't like. And so I remember being young and my daddy saying, my dad, old Alabama man, he was like, you'll eat some shit if you get hungry enough. And so over the years I've cut out like meat. And so I've cut out a lot of different chicken and beef and pork. So, I'm thinking, if you can cut it out, you can add. So you didn't eat bananas, but now you need bananas, so you can eat bananas. So I'm studying. I pulled out all of my books that I had been studying herbalism with, and I had my laptop, so I'm looking up things that you can add into your diet to increase vitamin D and also potassium. So I went to the market to get me some bananas, and I don't know how it's gonna be, because I'm the type of person that will spit bananas out in a banana pudding. But it reminds me of what my daddy said: if you are hungry enough, you'll eat anything. If you're desperate enough, you'll eat the banana. So I don't know how. Like, I know I can put it in a smoothie, right? I get that, but the goal is to eat at least 2 bananas a week. Also with oranges and apples, more, I think it said, did it say tree? Something, anyway, but it was like tomatoes and cucumbers, avocado, oranges, coconut water. So small changes will make a big difference over a period of time, of course. But when I looked up the side effects of low vitamin D and low potassium, it's the same things that I've been having that was mimicking the stuff that they were saying was needed for the pacemaker. So hopefully, making these small lifestyle changes over the next 30 days, when the monitor comes back, the results when the monitor comes back, hopefully everything will look fine, and it is just as small as adding more vitamin D and more potassium and less stress, because every doctor say this, stress. So of course I can't eliminate the stress completely, but I can definitely lessen it, I've gotten to the point where I was watching, I think it was Monica said, a stress can kill you faster than a bullet. But I've always been the one to preach about heart disease and stroke being the #1 killer amongst black women, but I was ignoring it when it came to myself. And I keep telling everybody, I did what everybody else do. I put everybody else's feelings, emotionals, wants, and needs before my own. And that didn't get me anywhere, but this close to getting a pacemaker, which he said was the size of a pill, leadless pacemaker, which to him, he do thousands of them, but to me it's big. And if I don't have to have one, I definitely don't want to have one. So a couple of lifestyle changes, maybe lessons of stress. I haven't had my hookah pen all weekend. I cut out the CBD and the THC edibles. So I am literally down to nothing, but it's putting me back where I'm studying herbs more, like I'm back into my calling, because they say heal thyself. You got to heal yourself first before you can heal somebody else. So I'm back to seeing like the mistake. I could have made a costly mistake by not being on my shit for myself. Now if it comes to one of these kids and something go wrong with them, I'm all in. But I always seem to neglect my own well-being, and I can't afford to do that again. Like, it's just one of those things where it was a real wake-up call that I didn't even know I needed. I didn't even know it was like a SOS, and I didn't know my body was screaming SOS until it was like life or death. So the lesson in this is trust your first instinct, because when I first started having the symptoms in February and I got out of the hospital in February, I should have did my homework. I should have looked at the labs. I should have looked at all of the test results, and I should have started seeing what was wrong and what I needed to fix, because between February and November the 22nd, there was no more labs done. There was nothing even mentioned about labs until I went to my appointment on November the 19th. But I blame myself, because why didn't I look it up? It's right there in my chart. So I'm big on it when it comes to somebody else, and I'm big on it. There's a whole lot of police lights coming across that bridge. Yeah, I know, it's like 11 cars. And some of them don't have the lights on, don't look like. Message right there, 911. It was a 911 for myself. And it was probably that urgent that I ignored the things that were going on and were happening in my own life, and I didn't see the red flags. I ignored it again. But my kids were great. My kids were good. Everybody else was, getting what they needed, and I was neglecting my #1 player. And everything I've seen, look in the mirror, be happy with yourself, and check in with your #1 player, make sure you're good. I had ignored all of the signs. But what I can promise you and myself, I won't do that shit no more. I won't do it anymore. I will not neglect my health or put anybody else before me. I'm going to check in with myself every morning, make sure I'm good every day before I check on somebody else. I'm going to put my own oxygen mask on before I try to help somebody else. I'm put my own life vest on before I try to help somebody else, because without me being on my game, everything else can't fall into place. So message is check in with yourself, like do your own research, heal yourself. Like, yeah, it would have been easy to just get the pacemaker, but what if I got the pacemaker and then the vitamin D and potassium was still low and I was still having the same symptoms? Then what? Because I had done everything. I was telling one of my friends' aunts the other day, I had did everything except for dig my own grave and lay down in it. Like, I had given up, and was like, I can't beat it. Like, if this is what they say it is, and Who am I to say is wrong? But the test results were saying something completely different. I don't know. I accepted it, and that's normally not how I roll. But one thing you can guarantee now is that I'm back on my shit. I'm doing my research. I'm gonna eat the bananas. I think I'm gonna try. I might have to mash them up like baby food or something and mix them with something, or I don't know, freezing. I don't know how I'm eating, but I promise I'm gonna try to get them damn bananas eaten 2 this week. I think. Because I've only bought them for the kids, and I just be like, eat them before they go bad. They not ripe right now, so I got time to psych myself up, or put them in a smoothie. I can put them in a smoothie easy with no problem, but I think it'll be better if I just, go ahead and just eat the banana. It's a mental thing, I know, and what they used to tell us as a kid, to hold your nose and just throw it back. Oh my God, I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I am going to increase my potassium. First, I'm gonna try to do it without supplements, but I'm definitely, trying the kale and the kiwis and all of the things that has potassium and vitamin D in it. Even sitting in the sun, I'm late today, but I'm taking my health back into my hands, and I'm gonna be my number one advocate as I do for other people. And the energy that I normally put in others, I've decided to pour all this stuff into myself, pour and fill my own cup, put my own oxygen mask on, and just chill out. So listen to your own body, and don't let anybody else tell you, and that be the only thing. Like I was talking to my godfather, and I was telling him that I was supposed to have surgery today. He was like, you got your second and third opinions, right? And I was like, finally I did, because at first I just took the first one and I ran with it, and I would have regretted it. I really would have regretted it, because I wasn't at peace with it. And I don't know what's going to happen after these 30 days, but I think I'll have a little more peace, than I had last month. So 24 was eye-opening. 25 is going to be amazing. I guarantee it.